All right, 67 through 70. All right, the function graphed on this coordinate grid shows f of x the height of a dropped ball in feet after its xth bounce. So it bounces and bounces and bounces and bounces, okay? On which bounce was the height of the ball 10 feet? Okay, well, I can say the height is 10 feet, and that leads me to the first bounce. So that'd be A. Which statement is true about the graphs of exponential functions? Okay, the graphs of exponential functions never exceed the graphs of linear and quadratic functions. Well, that's crazy, because exponential functions can grow exponentially. It doesn't matter. It can go on forever and ever. So A is not an option. The graphs of exponential functions always exceed the graphs of linear and well, not necessarily, because I can have a linear function that goes on just as much. Okay? Oops, I meant to cross that out. So not B. The graphs of exponential functions eventually exceed the graphs of linear functions and quadratic functions. All right, so the word eventually is coming into play. Let's read the last one. The graphs of exponential functions eventually exceed the graphs of linear functions, but not quadratic functions. Well, linear and quadratic can go on the same amount. Okay, so it looks like C would be our option. Well, linear functions, quadratic functions, and then exponential functions, these grow a lot faster than the other two. All right, 69. So look at the graph. We're trying to find which equation represents the graph. Well, I know that normal exponential functions, a parent one, hovers at 0 and then goes up. Okay, so my hover, my asymptote, we call that, has moved up 2 spots. So B shows my vertical shift up 2. And that's the only one that goes up 2. So B would be my option. Okay. Number 70. If the parent function is f of x equals mx plus b, what is the value of the parameter m? So the parameter m is slope, for the line passing through the point. So I just got to find slope. So change in y over change in x, which we know as this equation. So we can do 3 minus 7 over 4 minus negative 2. So negative 4 over 6 would be negative 2/3, which would be D.